Welcome back, you lot. Now, I don't know about you, but I was not expecting on a random rainy Monday to see brand new Marauders for the old world. Like, properly redesigned new plastic Marauders. And not only that, but for them to look absolutely fantastic. Well, no, to be fair, it's not surprising that they look fantastic, but I didn't think I'd like them as much as I do. Let's take a look at this latest offering, shall we? So, as they say, bring chaos to the old world with a horde of rampaging marauders. The lads are back and they want to burn Westerland to the ground. Lovely. Now, you'd be absolutely shocked to learn that this lot are going to show up in a big box to start with in the form of the Chaos Marauders Army Reinforcement Set. Oh, look at all the ranks there. Look at them. Oh, it looks good. As they say, this lot is styled in leathers and furs. There's a lot of round shield action, very sort of Viking inspired, I think it's fair to say. And the box has got 50 miniatures in it. I mean, that's pretty decent. 40 lads on foot and 10 horsemen. That's kind of solid, honestly. Now, the important question is, what do they look like? The answer is pretty damn good. Like, I do think there is a bit of the old Viking influence there. We've got a good number of extremely round but spiky shields. I do like the additional spikes. Those are nice. The furs, the cloaks, the way that you've got this mix of like fabric clothing, but then you've still got chainmail underneath in some areas, but they're not like heavily armoured, not by any means. It's a little hard to make out all the details because for this article, for some reason, they've chosen to give like a couple of lads that you can see properly, but then everything else is in those nice formations, which is cool to look at, don't get me wrong, but it means you don't really get a proper look at a lot of the detail on the miniatures, which is kind of a shame. From what we can see though, I really do like the variation that they've got going on when it comes to things like the belts, the weapons, of course. I mean, right there we can see axes, there's a big cudgel in the back, some sort of like war pick or something on the front there, swords as well. It feels like there's a good variety of weapons and poses for them. The heads all look great. Like, from what I can see here, even though the picture isn't that great, I think there's a decent range of heads, both bare heads and helmets, a good variety of helmets as well. We've got some with horns pointing down, some with them up, a couple without. Like, it's good. There's a good amount of individual stuff going on here. I really like the banner. The banner looks really, really good. I also really like the way these are painted. Like, they look like a uniform army, but there's a lot of personalization going on. There's a lot of different color choices. It makes it feel more kind of ragtag in a way, but at the same time, especially thanks to the shields and the style of the belts and stuff, they're still maintaining a lot of cohesion. Like, the various cloths might be different colors, but they have a very similar like style of dress, so it all slots together pretty nicely. I just noticed that one of the helmets in the back there has got like full-on curled ram horns that go all the way down to almost like the chest. I really like that. That actually looks really good. It looks like there's a good amount of variation on the shields as well, actually. In fact, we can see a hand on one of the ones at the front there. There's some skin or something stretched over another, a pelt that's on the end. This is a good looking unit. Like, I think they've really knocked this out of the park. They look absolutely fantastic. So as they say here, it's a brand new plastic kit. Every miniature has a choice of 2 heads and their shields and hand weapons are interchangeable, so be able to build varied units. That's nice, I like that, that's good. Each set of 20 can be made into units of 10, each with full command options, and you have enough weapons options to outfit your regiments with either hand weapons and shields, great weapons, or flails. Oh, that is nice. That is a proper amount of variety and customization there. Love that. Love it. God, the flails look absolutely brutal there. The ones that have got, like that one at the front left with the 3 hooks on the end, that is horrendous. One of them towards the back right has just got a skull. It's just a skull on a chain. That is mental. I mean, that's not going to survive all that long, is it? I suppose if you fill it full of metal, then it will, or at least it'll hurt the first time it hits someone before the skull shatters into 1,000 pieces. This is a very fun unit. Something that's kind of interesting and fun about this as well is that AOS have got a kind of Marauder equivalent, which is the Dark Oath Marauders, which they are very much in the kind of like Conan the Barbarian style of things. So you have got 2 units that are ostensibly from the same sort of source material or kind of started out as the same thing, but they've been separated now. We actually have, on the one hand, a more kind of, I guess, like more outright fantasy feel when it comes to the AOS side of things because of that like Conan the Barbarian style to it. But then when it comes to this lot, I'm not going to say these feel more like historical, but they've taken them in a very separate direction, which also means that you do now have a good amount of choice. Like, no one's going to stop you from buying these and putting these on circular bases if you want your Dark Oath to more closely resemble the stuff from the old world. And with the amount of choice and stuff you've got here, I mean, I feel like no one's going to sit there and be like, oh, well, I think you'll find that that's completely the wrong. No, people will just go, oh, those look great. This is another excellently themed army. Let's go. I like that they've sort of separated those. More options for everyone. Even if Games Workshop don't want you to use them that way, tough. Do it anyway. Anyway, we've also got the Marauder Horsemen, which, again, new kit. Again, look really good. Really, really nice. The clothing looks great, but there are some noticeable differences when it comes to, especially it looks like around the legs. There's some definite differences there, which is nice. They still maintain the same sort of, like, furs and belts are very similar, but there are these little changes here and there, which are very fun. Again, it looks like you got a good mix of weapons and shields, big old flails right there. And I like that the banner seems to be multi-purpose. You know, flag plus stabbing device. That's nice. That's a fun touch. I also really like the fact the shields are smaller on these guys as well. Like the infantry, the shields are fairly chunky. They're pretty big, but these are a lot lighter and more maneuverable by the look of things. The horses look decent. I like the armour across the face. That looks cool. There's a mix of having a bit of cloth hanging down the front. Some of them have got more than others. Got a nice mix of trophies as well. Mostly skulls of stuff. But there's also the occasional just head noose there as well. We've got a skull. It's pretty grim. I feel like, again, the horse heads are a little bit small. Games Workshop seems to have a thing for making horses with slightly smaller heads than they should have, which I don't really understand why they're doing that, but whatever, I guess. But overall, these look pretty solid. And I like the way the reins have come round and they're just like big ropes. You've got less in the way of kind of strap versions and more just big old lengths of rope. Looks good. Looks really good. So again, the 10 horsemen can be built as 2 units of 5, each with their own command group, and 2 choices of head for each guy. Yeah, look at that. Oh, I do like it. Do like it a lot. I feel like the movement is pretty good on these as well. They've got a lot of momentum. They look properly as though they are running. Also, the nod to the horses being a bit hardier with the like the extra long hair around the hooves. I think that's most like a Shire horse thing, isn't it? Which, I like it. It's a good touch. You can see more of the decoration on the sides as well, more of the kind of difference in terms of where there's cloth hanging down, what trophies are available for them. You can definitely see the difference in some of the boots as well from what you see from the on-foot guys. It's nice to see some more of the shield customization as well there. Whether that's cloth or skin hanging down, it looks good either way. Also, that guy's helmet with the horns looks absolutely solid. Love that. And he's got the beard tied at the bottom. Oh, absolutely quality. No, so there's a bunch of decals as well. 246 decals on the new Warriors of Chaos transfer sheets. That's fun. And there's a new Arcane journal with all the stats for him in there as well. And that is a very fun little picture to end the article. Really like that. The staging on it, really good. So there you go. I wasn't expecting new Marauders on a Monday, but that's what we got. Was it Marauder Monday? It's probably not worth naming it specifically. I don't think it's going to happen again for quite some time, but those look absolutely great. I really like them. Question is, what do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. In the meantime, feel free to click all the things. You know the drill. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you for the next one.